Yeah. Could you get me those prosecuting attorneys that are employed in every county and every city of the United States? Yes. It seems that when an individual says they're a victim of domestic violence and child abuse, yes, because of the arrest of their spouse, yeah, that she thinks she has the right to use any court of the United States to motion the court, yes, while the spouse is in custody of another state, yeah, and then she has the right to petition the court for dissolution of marriage because of being the victim, right, right, no fault. But she has no obligation to make sure that everything is done according to the requirements of law. It's kind of like I'm the victim and I can have the excuse of every law not being enforced. Yes, because I said I was a victim of domestic violence. Right. Now, I'm going to sue the prosecuting attorney's office for representing my wife. Yes. During that trial. Yes, without considering that she did not have the right to petition the court for an order of protection. Right. She did not have the right to have healthy families call, yes, the police on me and serve me the dissolution of marriage at the same time. Now, the prosecuting attorney's office, yes, and that represents the state of Washington. Yeah, yeah. She said she was the victim. Hmm. Well, it looks like the victimization of myself as a respondent. Yes. When you intentionally call the police for something that supposedly happened 23 days before. Yes. So that you can have me arrested instead of calling me the day of the accusation. Right. Where I called Healthy Families of Clown County to find out. Yes. Did you get the documentation of the from the Attorney General of Guam? Yes. That I was on probation. Yes. I was in the custody of Guam. Is there some reluctance to tell those that say they're victims? Yeah. You're not a victim. You don't have the right to do whatever you want. You can't just use domestic violence as an excuse that the court has to do what you say. Yes. You can't motion the court after the 90 days or until after the 90 days has elapsed. Yes. And you can't intentionally call the police knowing that they're going to serve the dissolution of marriage. Yes. So that you could obstruct the respondent's right to the 90 days. Now, for the individuals employed in other counties, yeah, get me those. Now, I'm actually wanting the assets. Um, there's a reluctance to do this. What could possibly be the reluctance? Yeah. See, this it's a civil procedure. Yes, to motion the court for protection order. Yeah. The police didn't arrest me. No. The police didn't say that I need an ex parte emergency temporary protection order because of some documentation that the police had. Yes. It was actually a civil prosecution on the part of the private individual known as Heidi Lee Budnick. Yes. To motion the court while I was in the custody of Guam. Now, just looking at these civil procedures, yeah. The state has jurisdiction until the state doesn't have jurisdiction. Yes. Now, some systems, right, English and the French allow governmental persons to bring criminal prosecutions against another person. Prosecutions are nearly always started by the state of Washington, yes, in order to punish myself as the accused. Oh. Now, civil actions, yes, on the other hand, are started by private individuals, companies, or organizations for their own benefit. Now, I think it's very important exactly whose benefit was it for her to petition the court for protection order? Her benefit. Right. Whose benefit was it for her to petition the court for dissolution of marriage? Yes. And then call the police? Yes. Having Healthy Families do that? Yes. Where they decided to arrest me on Sunday? Yes. It looks like the private individual known as Heidi Lee Budnick, for her own benefit, intentionally had me arrested for the false accusation of violating the protection order that she had issued for her benefit so that she would not have to. No. Who was it that benefited from you issuing the protection order? Yes. Was it the police department? No. The judge? Hmm? Well, except for being employed, did they actually have any benefit for you issuing a 1 year protection order while I was in the custody of Guam? No. Did they have any documentation other than the jurisdiction of my custody? No. Hmm. Did they have any idea what happened that day and time? Now, for whose benefit was it to have me arrested and served at the same time? Healthy families? Did they get paid for having that done? Ooch. Port Angeles Police Department, Officer LaRue. Yes. Did Officer LaRue have some sort of reason for wanting to take my statement when I was being questioned about what I was doing on May 4th of 2012? Yes. Because I kind of told Officer LaRue, yeah. What was it that I allegedly violated this protection order? Yes. You know, I didn't want to say it. Yes, but I thought he was one of the stupidest officers for not taking into consideration. Yes, that when you accuse somebody of domestic violence, yes, there's that 20 days or is it 14 days information right now? But when you do that and you serve the dissolution of marriage at the same time, it was not just a false accusation of domestic violence. It was a hate crime, pooch, conspiratorial, right now. And I'm going to sue the police